Seated in this hall, located in the heartbeat of Victoria Island, a major commercial hub of Lagos State, are founders, operators, policymakers, analysts, and creators in the financial and economic sectors. The gathering is at the instance of the presentation of the 2025 third in its series, the Piggyvest Savings Financial Report. Presented by Boluwatife Akindele, the report showed that only 6% of Nigerians are financially secured, with 6 out of 10 Nigerians having no funds set aside for emergencies. Similarly, 3 in 5 Nigerians report either having no monthly income or earning below 100,000 naira.
It's very clear to us that while the private sector has solutions and is supporting, a lot of the challenges and the solutions to those problems still lie with the government. We always say that we cannot out-innovate social issues. That has not been truer than this year, than the numbers that we've seen from the 2025 savings report. If only 6% of Nigerians can express feeling financially secure, there's 94% that need help. What does the private sector do? How do we help? Right? So I think we need government support now more than ever to be able to address and tackle these issues. Platforms like ours can help, but we're a drop in the bucket of what I think the vastness of the problem is. All know that the reason that credit is not more widespread in Nigeria is because of this lingering identity KYC issue. So I guess we can start there. The only way to reliably put together a network of identity that's interrelated and one where consequences are bound is by having some form of social security. And by definition, that can only be done from the government level.
The idea is to bring to light information for individuals and businesses to actually make decisions on what they need to look into. Right. I think the economy has gone through all sorts of things. In 2024, we saw a lot of inflation. But this year we're looking into, things that are a bit more deeper, like how are Nigerians faring, like the funds that they earn, the income, is it able to sustain, their livelihoods, right? So it's looking deeper into how Nigerians are really, really faring, and I think these conversations are important. For us, it helps us understand, what the market looks like. It helps us understand, what kind of products to build. So for instance, we see that a lot of people are saving towards having emergency funds. We see that people are saving towards raising a family. We see that, people are no longer saving towards jackpot, for instance, as it used to be last year or 2 years ago. So that tells us something. It tells us that, people are now focused on, I would say, even just surviving, as opposed to doing things that they typically do before, right? So I think this just gives us the opportunity to bring out this information, make it available and accessible to everyone, especially decision makers, businesses that want to, basically create things or solutions.
The roundtable panel of discussion also focused on the CBN 2026 macroeconomic outlook for Nigeria. The discussion took place against the backdrop of cautiously improving economic picture, slowing inflation, a more stable exchange rate, growing foreign investor confidence, and ongoing bank recapitalization exercise that could reshape access to credit for businesses and consumers.
While we are doing our work, we also need the private sector to also key in so that we can do more. At the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, we're here to tackle unemployment and to strengthen MSMEs and entrepreneurs. So from my speech and my presentation I gave earlier, I outlined all the programs that we do and how people can key in. In these times where a lot of people are complaining about economic hardship, I'm pretty sure that if they tie into some of our programs, they will see benefits and it will be eased for them. And the process is pretty straightforward and transparent. You go online, submit your documentations, and you follow through. So I think more people need to be able to key in. That's why we're here. People can hear about it, and they can access these loans up to 5 million at 9% per annum.
Diversifying our income, finding different ways to earn more, and just finding ways to save and invest, because it's always been important, and it's even now more important than ever before, seeing, as we're facing different challenges. So my advice to Nigerians to survive these challenging economic times is to just continue to try and diversify income sources, find ways to save and invest, find ways to earn additional income and make new income streams by opening businesses, maybe getting additional work. The gig economy remains very big in terms of finding ways to earn money from being online, whether you're creating content or you're selling e-products. Diversify your income sources, maximize opportunities, educate yourselves because these opportunities do exist. And with these types of modalities and initiatives, I think Nigerians can actually still find ways to keep their head above water.
Piggyvest deployed 90 data collectors across all the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, with meaningful engagement with over 26,000 Nigerians of different ages and genders to come up with the 2025 report. In Lagos, Olumide Egotola, NTA News.